Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Sitanath Premanandi Hari Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Jai Om Vishnupada Parhamsa Parajikacharya Ashtottara Satasri Srimad Divine Grace Abhay Chanarinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Ananta Bhatti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai. Ramacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki Jai. Jai Sakaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Vrinda ki Jai. Sri Gangamayi Manamayi ki Jai. Sri Bhakti Devi Tulsi Dev Maharani ki Jai. वेद भक्त वृंद की जय, हरे नाम संकीर्तन की जय, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। All blessings will be devotees, Hare Krishna. All blessings will be devotees, Hare Krishna. All blessings will be devotees, Hare Krishna. All blessings Sri Guru Anagaram, all blessings Srila Prabhupada की जय। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु, हरे कृष्ण माता जी,
Hare Krishna.
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।
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 ओम भगवते वासुदेवाय।
ओम ज्ञानग्रंथस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। नमावुं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्वीसे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मणे देवाय गो ब्राह्मण हिताय च जगदीताय कृष्णाय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पति गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनीश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। मूकं करोति वाचनं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सागण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्री राधाकृष्णपदान् सागणललितां श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हरि ओं तत्सत्। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। चेसामा प्रभु?
Yes.
Okay, Prabhu. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Now, we will continue our discussion from where we left. Yes, was it yesterday or day before? Yeah, day before. So let's look at it. How does the entire Bhumandala, not just the Jambu Dvipa, the entire Bhumandala is like a lotus flower. And the seven islands, right? Hare Krishna. 1 second, Prabhu. 1 second, Mataji. There's a phone ringing. Hare Krishna. Sorry. There is someone coming home and they needed direction, so I gave it to my wife. Sorry for the interruption. So, please understand, right? The Bhumandala is like a lotus flower, right? Whereas the seven islands, Sapta Dvipa, right? Which are the Dvipas we talked about? If you recall, the Pushkara Dvipa, the Shaka Dvipa, the Krauncha Dvipa, the Kusha Dvipa, area, the Salmali Dvipa, the Plaksha Dvipa, and Jambu Dvipa. All of these, where are they situated? They form the whole of the flower, the whole, as in the center of the flower. Within that, within those 7 dvipas, one dvipa is Jambu Dvipa, which is right at the center. So the Jambu Dvipa, while all the dvipas are there, the Jambu Dvipa is right at the center here. That's why you see the other dvipas extending outside and the oceans in between, demarcating them. Now, there are certain descriptions in the link that Rakesh Prabhu has shared. I'm sure you're also looking at that link. Couple of things I want you to be cautious and conscious about are statements made there saying that, the 7 dvipas are 7 planets. If there are 7 dvipas or 7 planets, right, then there is a problem. It should be actually 9 planets, right? Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhuji.
How come the 7 dvipas can be 7 planets? Because our our Jyotisha Shastra talks about 9 planets. Yes. Our astronomy talks about 9 planets.
Yes.
So, these statements like this in this are generic in nature by the author. I would request you to kindly step away and don't take them biblically. We will discuss where the planets are, etc. later on. Yes. How these dvipas and the planets, there is a relationship versus a differentiation is something that we will discuss as we go along later when we go deeper into the chapters verse by verse. Right? Now the most important thing is there are dvipas and there are varshas. 7 dvipas, 9 varshas. Yes? Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhu.
Clear on that? Any confusion on that? 7 dvipas and 9 varshas.
Not clear, bro. I think they are on here in this figure. It's clear.
This one, right? 7 dvipas and 9 varshas, right? The varshas are the places where different living beings can stay. For example, Kimpurusha Varsha, we discussed the people, the Vanaras used to stay. Yeah? So, apart from that, we discussed the horizontal and the vertical mountains. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Right. The purpose of the vertical mountains, what was it?
Support, Prabhu.
Support for the Meru Parvatam. Right. The horizontal mountains are demarcators. Till now we discussed this and we talked about the height being 100,000 with 16,000 beneath the earth and 84,000 above the earth. Right? One of the things I want to bring today is how our acharyas have numerically identified this whole thing, right? And how they have established all these things. Hare Krishna Prabhu Mataji, 1/2 a day is how many hours?
12 hours.
Right. And 1/2 a month is how many days? Like when we talk about, Krishna Paksha and Sukla Paksha.
15.
14.
No, 15, including Amavasya Paurnami.
15.
15, right? 15 into 24 is how much?
360.
3 plus 6 is?
9.
Yes. Yes, Prabhu?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, the 12 leading to 9, yes, that's the basis. Or leading to 7. If you see here, the 100,000 miles, it's 84,016, 100,000 yojanas is 84,016,000, right? 6 plus 1 is 7, 8 plus 4 is 12. Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, 16 and 84, 8 plus 4 is 12, 1 plus 6 is 7. Right?
Yeah.
So, the most important aspect of the story is that the base, the numbers dependent on the 9 and 12 are the basis for the entire existence. Right? And they either come to add up to 7 or 12 or 9. The 7, 9 and 12 form the crucial sum of the thing. Right? So, thereby, what our acharyas have done historically is be able to extend mathematically the various angles and identify through their dhyana where exactly these things were located. This is not just tapasya and dhyana, it's also math involved in the whole thing. Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes? Now,
Yes, Prabhu.
discussing further on the math, the reason I wanted to cover this is 100 yojanas is 800,000 miles. Yes? 1 mile is how many kilometers?
1 point something.
1.67. Correct?
67.
Because kilometers and miles came later. Ours was always a measure in yojanas. Right? So 800 times 1.67. 1336. Yes? Right? If we take it as 1.66, let us see. 800 times 1.66. See, again, it comes to odd number. If I take it as 1.67, 9 plus 3, 12, 12 plus 1, 13, it's a new. So 1.66. So 1.66 is the one. Again, that comes to odd number, which is a 5. 800 into 1.66, it comes to odd number, which is 5. Yes? The reason I'm bringing these, I'll just let you know with a simple Excel. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy. Right? Right. 5 and 5, 7 and 7, 9 and 9, 12 and 12, 15 and 15. If I multiply these two, can you please see, prior to 9, things are even. Hare Krishna? The difference is even. Prior to 9, the difference is even. 24, 32. But thereafter, see, these two, right? Between 9 and 12. Can you see the difference? It also comes to 9. Hare Krishna?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Yes. Therefore, the entire universe is based around this 9 and 12. Because together, in whatever form, they lead up to the 9 number. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji, is it clear?
Yes, Prabhu. 6, okay.
Prabhuji, what is this 5 and 7? I got this 9 and 12. The first two numbers.
I'll tell you. I just wanted to show one other difference, if you don't mind. Right? I'll talk about that in a minute. Let me take this.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Let me take this up to 19. Hare 18 and 18, 19 and 19. Okay. This will be 400, right? Yeah. What I'm trying to say is, okay, the smallest base number is 3. Yes, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. Yeah. So let's look at the difference. 60. Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
16 plus 8 is 24. 24 plus 8 is 32. Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
But thereafter, 32 to 63, how much gets added?
Double minus 1.
Yeah.
31.
Yes.
31 gets added. Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, the point is, when it comes to 9, there is a huge significant jump. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to after 81, which is, after 144, again there is a huge significant reduction. Yes, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Can you see this? Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, this difference is 39. The next one is 441. So this will be 41. Yeah. Everything moves by 2, 2, 2, 2.
Yeah, correct, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Any square that I take, right? Yeah. Oops. I somewhere didn't copy the formula. Okay. This must be 23, 23.
Yeah.
Yeah, 529. Yeah. See that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So these two are significant. The rest are based on events.
Mm-hmm.
The differentials are based on events. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Correct, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Whereas if I take the 81 minus 63, it is, although it's even, this is the largest differential, which is 8 plus 1 is 9.
Yes. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji, numerically can you see?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thanks Mataji. Other devotees, Hare Krishna, could you please respond?
Yes, Prabhu. Got it.
So, that's the 9 and 12 therefore form the critical aspect of our existence. Right? They form the critical aspect of our existence. Therefore, that's the basis on which everything has been defined, ultimately connecting with the one Lord Krishna. Yes?
Okay.
Right. Now, so the Varshas, as we discussed, are regions. Right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
The wall, when the 9 regions are multiplied, it is 81,000 yojanas. Remember we said the islands are at the center, right? The islands are at the center. Within that there is Jambu Dvipa. And Jambu Dvipa alone is how much?
It is 1,000.
1 million yojanas.
1 million.
8 million miles. Yes, Mataji? Yeah?
Prabhuji. Yeah.
Yeah. 1 million yojanas, or out of that, each of these Varshas, the Bharata Varsha, the Kimpurusha Varsha, the Bhadrashava Varsha, each of them is 9,000. Where is that 9,000 number? Varshas.
Only there 9,000 yojanas it was.
Yeah, that's it. I'm searching for that number. It is not letting me search. Maybe it's not a text. Hare Krishna. One second, Prabhu Mataji, I am trying to find that number for you so that I can talk to it.
Prabhuji here. Division of Jambu Dvipa into
9,000. Oh, it has a comma. That's why that's such a didn't work. 9,000 yojanas. Right? So 9 into 9,000, 81,000. Right? Yojanas. Jambu Dvipa is 100,000 yojanas. Right? The remaining 9,000 yojanas, right, are the intermarking spaces where the mountains are occupying. See, remaining 19,000 yojanas, right? 9 varshas, 9,000 yojanas is 81,000. Yes?
Correct, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Remaining 19,000 that are there, they are occupied by the mountains. Is this clear to everybody?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, clear. Yeah.
Now, interestingly, this occupancy, how does it work, is something we need to understand. The land in between, right? The land in between is not a varsha. Hare Krishna. The land surrounding the Meru Parvata is not a varsha.
Yep.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Right. So, out of the 19,000 yojanas, right, the supporting mountains, etc., they occupy some of the space, and the vertical mountains, they occupy the rest of the space. Clear on this? And other Purana state, it is a 2:1, as in 1/3 is occupied by the supporting Meru Parvata supporting Purana, the supporting mountains, and 2/3 is by the other mountains. So, that being the case, if we take 19,000 yojanas and divide it by 3, yeah, around 6,000 yojanas goes to the supporting mountains and 13,000 yojanas goes to the demarcating mountains. Clear, Prabhu and Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Right. Now, right. Yes, there is description about all the inhabitants, their beauty, etc., etc. That's something we will discuss later, right? The point is we are focusing just on Jambu Dvipa and the Varshas, so we will stick to that. Yeah. Here, if you see, even in Mahabharata, yes, Mahabharata time, you know, Hare Krishna, could somebody mute themselves, please? Hare Krishna, could somebody mute themselves, please?
Yeah.
Even if you can see, during the Mahabharata time, the entire Varsha, yes, was conquered. Maharaja conquered all the world, right? All the continents, all the seas, and everything in all directions. So Maharaja Parikshit conquered, yes, even Yudhishthira Maharaj, when he performed, all the people were present from the different varshas. Hare Krishna. Remember the
Yes,
Rajasuya sacrifice of Yudhishthira Maharaj from Mahabharata? Do you all remember that? Okay. Dhritarashtra, after the game of, after he decides, okay, first Dhritarashtra declares out of, because Vidura said, gives a little test to Yudhishthira and Duryodhana. After Vidura gives that test, Yudhishthira comes out very, very righteous and accurate in his judgment. Are you all aware of that, Leela?
Not fully, Prabhu.
Okay. What happens is, there would be a time comes where Dhritarashtra needs to decide whether Yudhishthira should become the crown prince or Duryodhana should become the crown prince. Okay? But Duryodhana says, I want the thing because I am your son. Vidura and others say, look, Yudhishthira is the eldest one, so he should get it. That's when there is a doubt, a case comes to the court of Dhritarashtra. The case is a Brahmana, a Vaishya, and a Kshatriya. All three of them together, a Shudra, four of them together, they kill a person. Even including a Shudra, all four of them, they kill a person. Now, what punishment should be awarded? Then, the first opportunity, they say, because Duryodhana is younger, he gets it. So, Duryodhana gets the opportunity and he says, simple. Our, legal documents say that anybody who kills should be killed. So, it's capital punishment. Then, they ask Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira says, well, I have a differing opinion. Yes. He says, look, a Shudra works as guided by the others, so he need not get the capital punishment. Whereas he gets whiplashing. A Vaishya, he is not that foolish and he is not surrendered. He is smart enough to get the thing, he gets additional whiplashes. A Kshatriya, he is the one who needs to protect and he has done it. Therefore, that fellow needs to get a capital punishment. But a Brahmana, knowing the Vedas, he has done a very, very abominable action. Whether a capital punishment or any other sort of thing needs to be given, I'll request Krupacharya to decide in that regard. Then everybody realizes that how Yudhishthira Maharaj has analyzed the legal process and applied it thoroughly. Of course, thereafter Krupacharya actually, banishes that Brahmana from being a Brahmana and he makes him do some Shudra-like things and all those things. Yeah, all of that happens, but everything that is appropriate that would be given, and then Yudhishthira Maharaj is declared the crown prince, even though Dhritarashtra doesn't like. Then you know the house of lac and the fire, right? The house of lac and the fire.
Yeah.
Where Duryodhana tries to burn all the Pandavas and Kunti Devi. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. Thereafter they escape and somehow they come back later on, and then when they come back, by then what do? Thinking that Yudhishthira is no more, without listening to Vidura, even though Vidura says, let's wait, let's confirm that they are not dead completely. He even comes and says, look, the rule is that somebody needs to be looked at whether they are alive or not for 7 years is the rule. He also explains all the rules. Right? Yes? Still, Dhritarashtra says, how long? And nobody will be listening to him. And then they declare our friend Duryodhana as the crown prince. Then Yudhishthira and all return. Then there is a doubt. How to do it? Then they say, we are dividing the kingdom into two parts. right? And they give Hastinapur to Duryodhana, and they give Khandava Prastha, which is completely uninhabitable to the Pandavas to rule. That's where, Arjuna and Lord Krishna go, and Arjuna starts the fire in Khandava Prastha and then clears that place, and then they build the Indraprastha, and the Indraprastha gets built, and then what happens is, thereafter he performs the Rajasuya sacrifice. Yes, when the Rajasuya sacrifice gets performed, that's when all the leaders of all the Varshas, including the Kimpurusha Varsha, right, they came to pay tributes and tell Yudhishthira Maharaj, look, we are surrendered to you. But what happens? Whenever a king changes, the king has to re-establish his or her control. Yes, that's why Parikshit Maharaj had to re-establish his control again, post Yudhishthira Maharaj and all, and he could rule all the Varshas. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
That's why we see King Nabhi giving it to, Rishabhadeva. Rishabhadeva establishing himself. Then Rishabhadeva giving it to Bhartamaraja. Bhartamaraja establishing himself. Yes, the same thing, Agnidra doing that. Every time a king changes, they have to establish their sovereignty to prove that they are capable. Yes, Mataji, Prabhuji, clear?
Yeah, Prabhu.
Yes, Lord.
So, right, now what we are looking at is just a different image of the earlier scene, the things with all the Varshas and everything on the screen. That helps you understand how the Jambu Dvipa is the center world and how the various Varshas and everything are set up and their various dimensions. Yes. Therefore, with this being the basis, you can see Lord Shiva glorifying Lord Krishna, saying that it's you who is the basis of this entire existence. Because in Ilavrata Varsha, which is the Kailasha mountain where Lord Shiva exists. See here, if any man foolishly enters, they will be turned into a woman. Ilavrata Varsha. So let's look at that Ilavrata Varsha. Where is that Ilavrata? Kimpurusha. Where is it? Ilavrata. Here. See, this Varsha is right at the center of the Meru mountain, and that's where the Kailasa to the south. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, to the south is the Kailasa mountain. Yes, that's where Lord Shiva is. So no ordinary human can get in, but a yogi can get in, and they will become, by the mercy of the Mother Parvati, they will get to learn about Lord Krishna. So the Bhadra Devi acts like Subhadra Devi. Remember we discussed Bhadra and Subhadra earlier? Hare Krishna?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So this is in totality the Jambu Dvipa, right, where we have looked at the whole thing. Yes, the Gandhavadana Parvata, the Malyavan Parvata, etc. We will discuss all of them in detail. The most important thing is how this Jambu Dvipa, when situated, is completely where the Mount Kailasha is. So, now do you agree that these 9 Varshas are not necessarily 9 planets, Prabhu and Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
So please, all those people who are trying to simply make it look like planets and everything, they are just trying to retrofit things to the modern understanding. But the modern understanding right now is limited because the material science has definitely advanced enough, but not enough to be able to actually capture these. Because the Mahatattva is very huge, the Brahmanda is very, very huge, and this is spread across the Brahmanda. Yes? So, we will go discuss as we go along step by step by step. Okay?
Yes, Prabhu.
Because there are concentric circles around it. There are concentric circles around it. But the lokas are above. Right? Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
The lokas are above. Like Mahatloka, Janatloka, Tapatloka, Satyaloka. They are along the mountain. Yes? So how they are, what they are, etc. we will discuss as we go along in detail into the thing. Now, one second, Prabhu. I'll complete one thing and I'll come to that. At the top of the mountain, you remember I spoke about Brahmapuri? I said earlier, 32,000 yojanas is at the top. That's wider. This is like a narrow cone going up. Remember that discussion? 16,000 yojanas at the bottom, 32,000 at the top.
Yep.
Yeah. So, as you can see, the Lord Brahma's office is there and it is surrounded by all the other offices. You see here? The Agni, the Yama, the Indra, the Shiva, the Kuvera, the Vayu, the Varuna, and the Nairuti. Right? So these are the 8 principal governors of the planetary systems. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
We talk about the Ashtadikpalas, right?
Yeah. Mr. Dikpal.
Yes. The 8 directions. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes?
Yeah.
To the south is Yama. Yeah? To the north is Kuvera. Yes?
Yeah.
East is Varuna. West is Indra.
Yeah, I think there is a saying like you should not keep your head sleep towards south. Is that?
That's right. Because it's
Yeah.
Yama who is
Yeah.
ruling that. Yes, Prabhu Mataji? Clear? Sorry, east is Indra, west is Varuna. I beg your pardon. It's east. Yeah, if I'm facing the east, northeast to the left. Yeah, east, west, north, south. That's correct. East, west, north, south. Indra is to the east, Varuna is to the west, Kuvera to the north, Yama to the south. Right? So, northeast, Ishanya. Right? Which is northeast? This is north, right? This is east, right? Hare Krishna. This is east and this is north. Do you agree? Northeast, Ishanya. That's where the Lord is placed. Why?
Yeah.
That's where Lord Shiva is sitting and meditating on Sankarshana. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, we say Ishanya, northeast. That's where
Yeah.
they should place their lordships, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the southwesterly is the Nairuti winds. Yes?
Yeah.
They talk about Nairuti winds, right? Yes?
Yep.
That's the southwesterly. And southeast is Agneya,
Agni.
right? And northwest is Vayuvya. Hare Krishna. Clear
Yes,
on
Prabhu.
how the various directions have come about?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Even Vastu is coming here.
Vastu is based on this. The deities and their supreme ruling. Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji, is everybody clear on this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
That's the importance of Meru Parvata and understanding this Jambu Dvipa. This is what I wanted to cover in totality. Hare Krishna. Somebody had a question, please, Prabhu, ask the question.
The question is with regards to the Meru Parvata.
Yeah.
Below the Bhuvarloka, it is 16,000 yojanas. So is it that 16,000 is the width of
the base,
Bhuvarloka?
No, Prabhu, not Bhuvarloka, Bhudloka. That's only width of the Meru Parvata, which is in the middle. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. This width of Meru Parvata is 16,000 yojanas at the bottom.
But earlier we discussed like 16,000 yojanas below and 16,000 84,000 yojanas.
That is the height part. This is the
Correct.
base width, Prabhu.
The question is the 16,000 yojanas below. Where is that below? Is it within the same the width of
No, Prabhu.
Bhuvarloka?
Please think about it. Please think about it. Let's say I have inserted a cone, right?
Yeah.
Can you see my finger?
Yep.
Yeah. Think of it like a cone, right? You know, the cone is sitting here, correct? Yes, Prabhu?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
This bottom part is 16,000 yojanas is the height, and this bottom part here is 16,000 yojanas. The cone's
That
base.
width is. Yep.
Okay, let me draw it on a PPT and show it to you, Prabhu. That will be easier.
I think on that website there is another page where it shows the cone, bro, somewhere.
Now that cone, as I saw, was only it wasn't showing the width, Prabhu. If it shows the width, I'll show you.
Yeah, it's top, I think. See here, yeah.
There, Prabhu. That one.
Okay.
The green one. Prabhu.
Yeah.
See here. Sumeru mountain, left side is 32,000 yojanas and 16,000 yojanas.
Yeah, that is 16,000. Yes, Prabhu. This is the height, Prabhu. I'm talking about the base here, Prabhu.
Yeah, base also here, Prabhu. Inside you can see, no? There, 16,000 yojanas. Yeah.
Acha, 16,000 yojanas. Right? The diameter. Yes, Prabhuji. Can you see here?
The question is the height of that 16,000. Is it where exactly that?
There is no height. This is just the width. This 16,000 is the height, Prabhu.
That 16,000. I'm talking about that 16,000. What you pointed out right now, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Is it? Where is it? Like basically, like if a mountain or something, it has to be somewhere,
It's the
right?
same mountain, Prabhu. It is going underneath the earth.
Underneath the earth. Okay. Mhm.
Yes,
Jambu
Prabhu.
Dvipa.
Sorry, Prabhu.
Underneath the Jambu Dvipa, Prabhu?
Underneath the Jambu Dvipa and the earth as well.
Under the earth. Okay. So will this cover the lower planetary systems, Prabhu, by any chance?
To an extent, it does cover. I'll come to that because the lower planetary systems, the way they are placed, is slightly different as well because there are orbits and everything. That we will
Fine.
cover as we go along through the. Because if I try and do that, Prabhu, what happens is we'll end up discussing only fifth canto now.
No. Just a question, Prabhu. That's
Yeah,
what I just.
basically, Meru Parvata and in and arounds are the where the lower planetary and higher planetary are there. Please remember.
Okay, fine.
Right?
Fine, Prabhu.
They are
Yeah.
spread around that. You know, the reason I'm avoiding that discussion is once I get into that, it will become such a deep study. We'll do fifth canto without understanding all the other cantos.
Fine, Prabhu. All good. All good, Prabhu.
Because this is too interesting a topic because it's all numbers, it's all planets, and we want to relate our geography and everything that we have learned with this. So, yeah, I know 90% of the time when this discussion comes, usually fifth canto is where the block happens. That's why I make it a point that I only talk as much as I should and I do not answer the other questions so that we come back and discuss when it's time to discuss those problems. Don't
Fine,
mind,
Prabhuji.
please.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can run just Jambu Dvipa next 10 weeks. Just Jambu Dvipa can be covered next 10 weeks, covering the various planetary placements, the orbits, and then bringing out that video of Temple of Vedic Planetarium showing where all the deities are situated in the 3D and discussing each one. Ajay Prabhu, do you remember how many weeks we have done that?
The last time, yes.
Last time when we did, you remember in our Bhagavatam how many weeks we have done? Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't count, but it went on and on.
Actually, we did 7 weeks. So, therefore, Prabhu, this is where I tend to restrict the conversation. Don't mind. Not that I don't want to answer your questions. Okay,
Fine,
Prabhu?
Prabhuji. Yeah, all good, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Sure, Prabhu. We will come back and we'll definitely do in detail. When we come to this Jambu Dvipa in the 5th canto again, we will also play that video and we will do it thoroughly. Because 5th canto, as I see, just Jambu Dvipa discussion will take us about 5 to 6 weeks at least,
Yeah.
based on whatever we have discussed.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. In the meantime, if you are all interested, there is a video of Temple Vedic Planetarium where they show how these things are placed, what is happening, etc. Probably that video link I should be having somewhere. I'll share it in the group after searching for it. Okay? You could look at the video so that you can have a good understanding of what is where. Yes,
Fine.
Prabhu?
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I think we have.
Sorry.
Last time when we discussed based on that video so many weeks.
Yes, we discussed this on the video quite a few weeks because that's where each devata worshipping, what was happening, etc. was there.
Yeah.
How about this? Next, are we meeting this Sunday?
Yes, Prabhu.
Then I'll do one thing. I'll play the video and briefly do it for your understanding this Sunday. Okay, Prabhu? With that, we'll stop Jambu Dvipa and move on to the rest of the cantos.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, we'll briefly do the video. Just to help you, I'll try and share the link earlier so that you can all watch. We can directly go into the discussion rather than watching the video. Yeah?
Yeah. Fine, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Yes, bro. Thank you. Hare Krishna. I mean, I don't want to disappoint you either, so we'll do sort of midway so that you get some understanding of the whole thing and the detailed discussion we have when we go to the 5th canto. Okay, Prabhu. Okay, Mataji. That's all this Dasa has to offer today. Any questions or comments? All right. Then we'll stop our discussion here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Nitai Gaura Sitanath Premanandi. Hari Hari.
Hari
Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you.
Krishna.